An acupuncture treatment is very similar to a lot of other procedures in that there's always the same type of flow from treatment to treatment, whether it's your initial evaluation or your 50th follow-up for something and you've been coming in for years, or your family members have been coming in for years. There will be a process that's followed over and over again, and that's to develop a routine, systematic understanding of what's going on. So when I repeat those over and over again, I get to see, did this work? If so, then I do this. Yes. If it didn't, then I go down this route. And so there is a type of procedure that's done in a specific way, and that's because not only does it help as a service and as a treatment, but also as a confirmation of your diagnosis as well. So the treatment works in this lineup. First, you would diagnose and evaluate a person. This is by far the most important part of an evaluation in any medical field, is the questioning and diagnostics. Acupuncture is considered to be a holistic model, and the reason it's called a holistic healthcare model is because it takes into account everything from gut health to respiratory health. And it could be things, we could be working with digestive complaints, and I'll be asking about someone's thyroid function, or how someone exercises, or someone's sleep quality, or if they sweat at night, where they sweat from, their thirst levels, digestive issues, so how they digest, what their appetite's like. The reason I ask all these things is because it gives you, it's like a painting. Every time you get a stroke of paint and a little bit more information every time, the picture becomes a lot more clear. That's the hallmark of a holistic medicine, is to take into account the body as a whole, and that the part that's dysfunctional is only in relationship or context to the rest of the body. That's the hallmark of all holistic medicines, and absolutely a part of Chinese medicine and East Asian traditions like acupuncture. After that, like all physical medicines, there's a strong palpation portion of the treatment. For acupuncture, I focus a lot on the neuroanatomy or the musculature, depending on the treatment at hand. So after I do my questioning and diagnosis through the evaluation process of the actual like talking portion of it, I'll start to do palpation, where I'll follow nerve pathways and palpate them along and see if there's any tenderness, swelling, hot, warm sensations, or cold, pain, discomfort, or no sensation at all, numbness, tingling, or a deafened type of feel, like I'm pressing on it and no transmissions occurring. All of the palpation portions of acupuncture tradition give information about the body that you can't get just from asking questions. It's a hands-on approach to things that maybe people didn't even feel, and very often they'll find it odd that I found something that they didn't even know they had, and it was just simply by looking at the different areas of the body and diagnosing, well, why does this nerve plexus have 5 dysfunctional nodes or major junctions on it? There must be something going on with that nerve plexus. Then the most common part of the treatment that people think of is the actual needling sensation part of the treatment. That's the actual acupuncture, the insertion of small, thin, filiform needles into the site. And then very often I'm a big proponent of electroacupuncture, which is the use of stim with the needles, and that's done to kind of take 2 or 3 sessions and shove it all into one. That's how strong of a difference it is to do electroacupuncture from regular acupuncture. And then lastly, any adjunctive therapies are done: cupping, gua sha, massage, moxibustion. Any of those are done at the end because they're ancillary techniques that are added on top of the rest of the treatment. And then the last thing, which is the 5% that you have as a patient, is what you leave like. So if you have a very specific state that your body's in when you leave, whether that's physical, mental, however it is when you leave, the longer you can alter your body's state and feelings and lifestyle changes around the way that when you leave, is the 5% that you can get every drop of lemon juice out of that lemon. So 95% is up to me in the treatment, and that 5% is just how important it is you to continue what's going on with the treatment. And a lot of that is just power of mind, power of thought, right? You go in and you leave feeling like in a completely relaxed mode. It's important for you to try to extend that and really help your nervous system recuperate as much as it can for the hour that we have together. So that's the whole process.